First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Jones. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. First and 10. Here's Brady. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. To throw again. Brady looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 50, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Escaping the pressure right, and it's incomplete. Boy, you know, so many storylines here in this opener. Of course, you got Brady versus Breeze. You've got Jameis Winston, the Bucs' former quarterback, on the opposite sideline. And, oh, by the way, it's a division opponent, but all anyone's talking about, really, and rightly so, Tom Brady out there leading the Buccaneers.
I like how you were able to slide in the other storylines, even though you did acknowledge, and rightly so at the end, this is all about Tom Brady wearing a Buccaneers uniform, leading a new team, hoping to take them to the glory that he took New England. That's what this game is all about. Yeah, Jameis is there. He's able to say hi to everyone, but he shouldn't figure into this game. Yes, Drew Brees is back leading his team who should win the division, but this is all about Tom Brady, a fresh start and infinite possibilities.
49-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw is Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Breeze to the flat. That's caught. And he's able to get this one down to the
yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
He was brought down by...
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Breeze. Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Antonio Brown. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Saints 7, Buccaneers nothing.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Here's Brady to throw. The catch made by Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
23 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. And it's complete. He's got a roll. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Buccaneer first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Again, it's Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
The 28-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 2nd down.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2. Hill. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Now a play fake. Brady. Evans has it left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Ronald Jones. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Saints' 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smoked.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by former first-round pick Patrick Robinson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Hill. Out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. It's a first down following a gain of 3. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it.
41-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And they run the option on second down. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans! Michael Thomas, 44 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Saints 28, Buccaneers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Offense set to begin their next possession, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. Evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Brady. taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he cuts up the football near his own goal line. And he's into the end zone. Fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers,
and now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Kamara. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 28. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points. Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 37.
Complete to Mike Evans.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 41 yards.
1st down.
On 1st down, Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Brady's throw there complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
To Scott Miller. A gain of 9. Brings up.
Brady now to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Hill. And he finds Cole. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Good for us.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the tackle.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
Tampa Bay.
Brady now on 1st down. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Jordan, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
3rd and long.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Shotgun now for Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, You're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Hill. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
At the 50-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Yeah, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
A gain of
a good pickup there, 26 yards.
Buccaneers.
Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, now a desperation throw deep downfield.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. One final try now for Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense